Alright, so we're picking right up right where we left off. Battle Beaver. Absolutely fantastic company. Super happy with the service. But now we crack these bad boys open so we can place the shells. That's right, ladies and gents. That's right. It's time. Hopefully this time I don't stab myself like I did last time right here on my finger. Stab myself in my wires. In fact, let me actually bust open this, bust this open, get the prying tool out, because it's probably what I'm going to need to be done. Quality R&D, my ass. My fucking ass. And then the soft touch. Just put this off over to the side. And so for this, I just use a little iFixit kit. Off to the side first. Dude, I'm so nervous. I've actually, like, this is like the most customized controller I have, and I have never ever taken one apart that has all this stuff in it. Let's see, they didn't put no sticker on this side. I wonder if they put a warranty sticker somewhere, or maybe there's not no warranty sticker, because, you know, it's pretty much, oh nope, there it is, warranty sticker. Should I try and preserve it? Nah. Put it right here. Let's get that thing off. Actually, that's exactly why I have a tweezer kit too. So let's get that out. Put that right in there as a trophy. I'm gonna start busting this thing open. One screw. Two screw. Now we bust open this. Go for the top joystick now, which I don't want this thing flying everywhere. Which in theory, I'm actually very surprised that. Shit. Maybe a little bit harder than I thought. Really didn't want it to bust out the tweezer, but I'm gonna have to get that, make it the skinny. All right, there's one. Make it two. I'm gonna just angle it down so I don't shoot this thing up. Like that. If that was up, that was going to shoot off somewhere random. Now we got 3 screw. You know, I don't know why they don't put their security sticker here. It would probably fit a little bit better, and it would also be hidden, so that way. I've seen that trim piece fall off so easily sometimes. And I've always done work like this on my own controllers, like all the time. All the time. Alright. So then we just crack this part open. Hit these 2 latches right here. Should just come right up like that. Piece of cake. And really, if you wanted to, you could just throw this back on and be done. Just call it a day. But we're going a little bit further. Look at that. Got it right there. Upgrades 274104 12/13/2024. That's when this was completed, or I guess the date that it was. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Now see, with the smart sticks, that's what I'm wondering how this is gonna look underneath, because their wiring is always so clean, I guess you could say, and I really want to see what it looks like now, because I've only ever seen it with like buttons and digital bumpers and triggers, never with smart sticks. So take off that. Take off this little guy, this little ribbon cable right here at the bottom, and honestly I'm just gonna throw that off to the side, throw that off to there, and yeah, this is what you're left with. Now usually if you have buttons on the back, you'd pretty much be stuck with like these two, the wires running to the buttons on the back here, but since I'm a claw player, I don't need all that. Take this little ribbon cable at the bottom out. Take this little ribbon cable right here. Take those two out, and then there's a screw right here and a screw right here. We take these screws on the sides right here out, because these are what's holding the shell together. The last of the shell. And I'm so glad I finally switched to PS5 controller, because now I've actually learned how to take these apart and kind of work on them too, which is kind of a plus also. And there we go. There we are. We're gonna scoot that off to the side and take a look, see what's down under. So this is what the smart pad looks like. It's basically got these kind of switches right here are the switches that make your digital triggers, you know, tap. And they're just the same things up front. They're just Almiron switches, which I have some spare just in case any one of them decides to wear out on me. And yeah, just taking a little dissection look at this, which I want to dive a little deeper, but can't with all these wires here. So let me see if I can just take out the thumbsticks and take a look at what they're working with. Wow, look at that. So what they do is, it's actually quite funny. They basically just put the switch down here. They put a little rubber grommet on top of the thing that taps the button. It's actually not rubber, it actually feels quite hard, but it pretty much just presses down on that. See right there, the motion happening. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. You know, I always wonder how Battle Beaver comes up with their things, but wow, that's something. That is something. I wonder if they have to replace the thumbsticks to get to that. Or if they just take it. They probably just take out that, because a tactile switch is there originally. Yeah, that feels good though. Feels really good. Really good. So now we get to do the fun part. Oh wow, yeah, that's right. I wanted to see this too. Let's go ahead and take this apart, because this is where the touchpad is. I wanted to see how they did this, because if I could replicate it on my own, because this one, if I wouldn't even need to do it, I could just do this one myself, because I know how to solder and I know how to get to this touchpad button easily. Let's dive a little bit deeper. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how to get this in here. Well, for one, here, let's do this. Let's start transferring pieces over. Just keep in mind, folks, this is exactly what we paid Battle Beaver to do. Just doing this customization, which I'm not saying is hard or it's not time consuming. It is, but some of their pricing sometimes is just a little ridiculous. So in this turn, this is my payback. This is where I get my lick, per se. I get this taken care of by myself, and all is well in the world. PlayStation button right there. That little rubber grommet. And whatever this is, I think this is part of the microphone. Don't want that falling. That's like the mute button for. There we go. And this one is always the one that trips me up. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Let's transfer over the start and share button. And then also, this is very important also. I don't know exactly why it is important, but it is. These little rubber, or these little plastic grommets or guards or whatever, they have to be taken out and put on these little corners right here. I don't know why that is exactly, but it is a necessity. So forgot about that. So let's take these out real quick. And it's actually really neat. See, I was like, oh man, this sucks because I remember when I was building my other Battle Beaver, I was like, this sucks. Like I'm gonna have, I can't transfer that over. It must be like, you know, plastic welded on or something. But nope. Battle Beaver is very good at making proprietary parts, and this one is just one you can just swap right over. So good on them for actually, I guess, carrying. See, I have fat fingers, so I need to do this with a tool. Go. Okay. One more. Ah, shit. This is why a pair of tweezers is very helpful, folks. If you think building a PC is like Legos, this is like Legos. Except a little bit more is at stake because, you know, you have your controller. Alright, there we are. So that is like 90% the way done. Or I'd say 85. Because we still got the thumbstick rings, which that we can just kind of rip off. These things, thumbstick rings. Dude, I actually should have put those on first. That actually would have been a better idea. Let's see. Actually, let's go for this ribbon first, because this one's going to be a little difficult, little tricky. It always is. Okay. And we got to run it down. Oh. There we go. Run it down through there. Perfect. Now I gotta try not to fat finger this. It's off to the side. There we go. Run that up through there. Bada bing, bada boom, Mr. Worldwide. And we are locked. All right, let's get those thumbstick rings out. See if I can maybe just pry it out. My fingers. There we go. Yeah, not too hard actually. I remember last time I did need help with the tweezers. For some reason, it was just a little difficult for me. You should basically gotta align it and hope for the best. Pretty much. I don't know if there's a secret trick to it, but I have not figured it out yet. Come on. There for a second. There we go. There we go. That's done nicely now. Come on. Difficult one. I hate it because it feels like it's gonna go in and then it doesn't. We're all locked in, folks. Beautiful. All right, we'll put that off to the side. And last thing is just to get the touchpad out, which I cannot particularly remember how you're supposed to do it, but let's see if I can maybe get that pry tool in there and try and shimmy it up. Because I think you're supposed to... No, probably not. Oh, do you go from the bottom up? Oh. Look at that. Would you looky there. See, now if I can see the bottom of that, I bet you I could do that, but they have some type of, I believe they maybe grounded it to a ground point. Interesting. See, but I would need to see what one looks like naturally to kind of compare, because I know this is a point. This is the power point for sure. And then they grounded it off here with some wire, or vice versa. They grounded it off here and then they powered it right here. So either way, that's cool. Very, very cool. All right. Now comes the hard part where you gotta pry this baby up. So let's see if I can do that, because this is exactly where I stabbed my hand last time. And hopefully I won't have to come to that again. I would prefer not to be bleeding out at this very moment. I'm just kind of digging that tool in there. Probably making some noises you don't want to hear, but you're gonna hear a peeling sound. And that's how you know you're getting it up from the plastic. There we go. Yeah, see, it's not pretty. Definitely some leftover plastic on there, but there should be enough to just hold it on here. So we take the new one. Bada bing, bada boom. Just kind of have to stick it on there. If you want, you could probably use some hot glue and stick it down on there. And just like that. Voila. She's on. So now we take the rest of this off, which is just that. And then a little bracket right here, which we just pull up. We gotta there we go. Flip that up. Bring this right over here. And just like that, squeeze that in there. Yeah. See what I'm doing? You see what I'm throwing down? There we go. I feel like there's something else to this. Oh yeah. They came with two of them. This is my original. This is the new one. I'm gonna put the new one on there because it has the 2 screw holes for it, so we shall do so. Dude, editing this is gonna be a pain in my ass. I can already tell. The unboxing video is not. Which actually, this is actually where I'm gonna need some of the screws from one of the boxes, because to be quite frank, I'm pretty sure I lost, or not lost, but I don't know which one I'm supposed to use for these. Put that up to the side right there, and we're just gonna test these two out, because I think these two are the closest. These two look like the closest ones that belong in there. Yeah. Just like that. Boom. We are in, folks. We are inside. Alrighty. That. Or actually, you know what? I may need to. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot you need to put this one over that one, and it kind of all sits together like that. Screw it, 2 pieces together. Sorry if my table looks kind of crusty. do need to watch this mouse mat again. I mean, if y'all saw it before, it was bad. It was really bad. It was really bad. There we go. You're locked in. And that is the whole first half of the shell done. Or that's actually pretty much all shells done. Now we bring over the custom shell. And then we take your controller piece, lay this back in there. And this may kind of fling up a little bit. This one's always flimsy at the front, but don't worry about it. You'll get to it at the end. Right. I did not look at these screws and know which one's which, but we start off by putting these, connecting this back to the shell. Right. All right, and then we move on back to putting the battery holder in place. I think that one was just a regular screw as well. And then we can also put this microphone, I believe what it is, back in. Just kind of scoop it in there. Scoop it in that little holder. And then actually use your tweezers if you have some. And just get those. Oh. Squeeze it back down. And then I believe there are some clips in here that can hold it in place. There's one clip. There we go. Kind of like that. It holds it down. We put the battery back in. Just like so. And then boom, just like that. And then we just take this one because there's nothing special to do with this. You just kind of put it all back together. Let me just be sure I have everything real quick. Okay, I believe we are all good. Go. And we just put our screws back one by one, just like how we did originally. I wanted to sit totally down, but that's okay. Once these screws get in here, no choice. Then another screw, put that in. You see it's a little separated, just kind of like hold it together really tight, and it may clip in because it may have just not clipped in all the way. And then yeah, you should be good after that. See like how that's kind of not all the way? Can maybe just squish it together. It may clip in, it may not clip in. No worries if it doesn't. Just go ahead and screw that screw back in and it will tighten back together. All right, there we go. And then you just pop your L1 and R1 in, so that's L, R1. Boom. Then we put our front trim back on, which this one I kind of like to go like prongs forward. Stick it under right there because that's where it hides. And stick it down. It'll kind of start to seat itself. And then just like that, ladies and gentlemen. And you have yourself a fully customized Battle Beaver that you got for the price of a regular Battle Beaver. And as you can see right there, control lights up. If it doesn't light up, probably forgot something. And that's okay. You just take it all apart again, figure out where it went wrong. But other than that, these are my two Battle Beavers that I've officially customized. Both of them. As you can see, I kind of have a reoccurring theme with space going on. But yeah, so that is two controllers that I have now. Now I have a beautiful case for one of them. So that is all good in the hood. I plan to get some more Battle Beavers, and actually, let me go ahead and show you some more. And so as you can see here, I've been doing this for a long time. I buy regular controllers, regular Battle Beaver controllers with custom smart click triggers, and that's usually it. That's what I used to not get, but then I finally tried smart pad with this controller, moved to smart pad, and yeah, it just never stopped there. Would buy a custom back, custom front, and just take it apart and fix it up myself. Customize it myself. Same thing with this one. This one's more default. It doesn't have any smart pad or anything, but digital triggers, digital bumpers, I needed that for playing claw, you know? That's just how I played. So yeah, and you know, same thing here. This one got custom buttons. Got custom colored buttons, same as these two. I got custom colored buttons and installed those. Did, you know, smart triggers, smart bumpers, and perfect for clawing. And yeah, I kept the default back on this one because, you know, you never know when you just want to not have soft touch. Sometimes it does get kind of annoying. But nonetheless, guys, been doing this for a long time and to many controllers. And that, as you can see here, is just how you can get stuff for cheaper and just do it yourself. All you need is some household tools that even they give you some of these tools. And you know, maybe if you want to get some extra tools yourself, that's totally fine too. But they give you extra screws, extra tools, and then, you know, the equipment. And then when you're done with this, you can actually just put it away. And you know, maybe one of your controllers, you know, you drop it on the floor, it cracks. Boom, you throw this back on, you're back to having a basically brand new controller. That's just how simple it is, guys. It's really not that hard. Do things yourselves, guys. It's rewarding, and it also gives you some knowledge on stuff that you don't know. And plus, now that I've shown you the inside of these, it opens up a whole world of repairing them on your own, which is what I've done with these. I've always repaired, you know, the digital bumpers, digital triggers and stuff. I've always repaired them myself. And, you know, if Battle Beaver sees this, I'm sorry, but y'all should have hired me when y'all had the chance. I would have loved to work on your controllers. But I mean, y'all still can, just saying, by the way. But yeah, do it yourself, guys. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.